Well, look who's here. This is fantastic. By the way, I want to tell you, Gidon, that we all had a great time in Oxford, and we only missed you a little bit when we were all together there.
Okay. so you met Nada and Yana in Oxford?
Absolutely. It was.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, you were kind enough, when I found out you weren't going, you were kind enough to say, yeah, but they're going. And so,
Right.
yeah, it was really special for me and my partners. We met in this cafe and everything. And, you know, these things are steps to doing and achieving greater things together. And takes time, as you guys know, probably more than ever. But it's you know, it's worth it. And it's going to sound funny, but there was a quote that Kobe Bryant, I don't know if you all know who Kobe Bryant was, famous basketball player who recently, you know, died in a crash and whatnot, but he always used to say, and it came out more and more often, he always used to say, everybody's looking for the dream's out there and you got to have the dream. And I found that you all said this in different ways. He said, the dream is good out there, but the dream is really right now, what we're doing right now. This is the dream. And I was really impressed by all of you answering to the question, what's been most memorable? FYI, you all said every day, every single day that we're doing something, every single day that I cherish everything moment that we're doing. And you got to know that's really amazing. And it's really fortunate. It's fortunate that you have something you're doing that you love and have the passion for, but you also, you know, cherish that, knowing that every moment's going to make a difference, you know, out there. And
I think we all feel extremely privileged to be doing what we're doing, despite the challenges. The challenges are enormous. But on the other hand, I think we all feel really privileged that we have this unique opportunity to make a difference in our very troubled region.
Well, I won't keep you long so you can actually get to work again, for goodness sakes. But but I wanted to, you know, just address a couple of things. You also all talked to some degree about young people, and again, you most recently brought up, you know, they're more open-minded, and sure, the past and tradition is important, but the emotions of it can sometimes block you from moving forward. Doesn't mean they're not valuable or important, but if it blocks you from doing anything, that's not good. Really quick, you know, for all of you, what advice would you give a young person right now who, a lot of them hadn't had their graduations, they haven't been able to go to proms, they like, you got a pandemic, you got injustice going on all over the world, there's a lot of stuff happening, in case you hadn't noticed. And so let's start with Nada. What would you say? I'm a graduate, whether it's high school or college, and I come to you and say, oh, this stuff's going on, what do I do now? What's next? Nada?
Follow your heart, follow your passion, and everything is possible. Never dig your head in the sand of whatever you're proud of and whatever you're proud of doing. If anyone who is also interested in environmental issues reached out to us, be an advocate with us, volunteer with us, it would be our pleasure. And always think of what matters to a collective group of people, because eventually it would make you feel really good. Do what makes you feel good. Don't do what others tell you is right or wrong. Always follow your heart.
That's super advice. Follow that act, Yana. What would you say?
Well, I would tell our future leaders that always remember to be patient and to look into the opportunity from everything. There's always the right time. And to also always remember to be balanced. To balance between your passion for things, what you're good at, and with the realities surrounding us. And I think that's the success, and that's the successful way forward, I can say.
Awesome. That's really tough to counter two women, Gidon, but I'll put it to you.
It is tough. It is tough. It's smart, very smart. Good advice. So my my advice from my experience would be to be persistent. Don't give up. Change is a hard thing, and if you want to see that change come through, then you really need to be persistent and determined to bring that change forth. Secondly, be humble. Realize that you don't know everything. That life is a learning experience every single day of our lives. Try to learn, and if you're not humble, then you're not open to learning. So learning is really important. And then finally, there's a Yiddish word called chutzpah. It means sort of cheek, but it's also calculated risk taking. Don't be scared. Don't take stupid risks, but take calculated risks, because the status quo means no risk taking. You need to take risks in order to advance change. So persistence, humility, and chutzpah. They're my three sort of thoughts of advice.
Chutzpah is a good one. So next thing I wanted to ask you then, with respect to you giving advice, if you can name one person or quickly two people who have been influencers in your lives, share with us who they are. Nada?
Oh, that's hard. And it's easy to drop off important people. I can't really say that there's only two. But on the top of my head, my teacher, who put me into environmental peace building and cross-border summer camps. She's the one who started it all, and she's the one who's continuing this effort. At this time, she's an EcoPeace staff member, so it has closed the circle, and she is responsible for running the show to teach other young generation students to follow these steps. Her name is Rana, and I'm really proud that we're still very close. The second person would be my father. My father is a politician, and it would be very challenging for a Palestinian politician to stand tall and to tell people that my daughter works in a peace building organization along with Israelis. I think he is very proud of what I do. He pushes me all the time to approach what I believe in, and he supports me in every possible way, and I can't be more grateful.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that so much. Yana?
Well, I have many people that influence me because I see that that each of us as humans have, good influencing characters. Mm-hmm. But the person that influences me the most until now, when I'm sometimes stuck and sitting there thinking, what should I do now? It's King Hussein, late King Hussein. Mm. I love everything in him. His leadership, his wisdom, his humility, his the way he listens before he answers, everything about him. So sometimes when I'm really stuck, I just look at his picture and I just start thinking, what would he do? And so, yeah, King Hussein, definitely. And you mentioned two. So I would say that everyone working at EcoPeace influences me in a different way, especially and Gidon Bromberg, our former Jordanian Director, of course Nada, but everyone else that works at EcoPeace, truly.
Correct. I agree.
No, I feel it. I feel it. That's awesome. Gidon.
That's very nice. That's very touching, Yana. I think my siblings played a tremendous role. My parents were immigrants. They were busy trying to survive. And my siblings, my older siblings, really helped me with some direction. And I really felt that they somehow substituted my parents. They held my hand. And I remember being sat down to hear a Billy Joel song about not trying to do everything at once. That was their advice to me. They felt as a young kid that I was trying to do everything, and you can't achieve if you do everything. So my siblings have always played a tremendous role in my life. And then I think at various stages there were really some. My professor at American University in helping me choose my research topic. I mean, how grateful can I be? Played a really important role. There's been some diplomats that I've known for the last 25 years that have also given some really good advice of persistence, of being careful, of being very considered. So I think that at every stage, I'm always looking for those mentors that can help me, together with the tremendous team that we have internally at EcoPeace and led with Yana and Nada together.
Well, you guys have influenced me. I'm super glad to have met you. I'm super proud of you guys, what you're doing out there every day, and you truly are leaders who care. Because as you've all said, you do have to care to get through the challenges, and you do have to care about, it's more than just, right around us. It's everywhere, and you're impacting people every single minute, of the day. And so thank you for being who you are. Thank you for influencing everybody with what you're doing. And it's great to be a friend of you.
Thank you so much, Mark. We're grateful.
Thank you, Mark.